Hey guys, welcome to RJM Strata. I am Rob Miller, and today I'm going to be doing a video on some simple keyword research using a paid tool as well as using a free tool. Now, I've been getting a ton of questions about people in the group, in the Facebook group, asking me certain things like what tools do I use, what tools do I personally use, how do I go about doing it. There are a million and one ways to do keyword research. Now, with that being said, I don't want to overcomplicate this because I want people to actually take action. I believe one of the biggest stumbling blocks or roadblocks is people tend to overcomplicate things, and it'll actually, when people overcomplicate things, it tends to stop them from actually moving forward and getting things done. Imperfect actions are actually better than no action at all. So just kind of remember that. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're going to learn as you go, okay? And that's what this tutorial is for. It's just going to be some simple, basic keyword research. I'm not going to get too overcomplicated because it can be complex and it can be complicated. But what I'm going to do with this set of videos I'm going to record within the next week or two, I'm going to be doing like probably little half-hour segment videos, tutorials, and I'm going to have them mapped out like keyword research. Then I'm going to have content. I'm going to actually go get the content. I'm actually going to outsource it to a writer, and I'll show you what 2 sites I use to outsource it. Plus, I'm going to post the article once it's written. You're going to see the whole process, live. So this is more or less like a video series of case studies that I'm putting up on this channel. This channel, like I said, is actually for all of this kind of, SEO, WordPress, everything kind of I'm going to have on this channel. So just keep that in mind. And like I said, these videos are going to be in the group, so they're going to be in the file section. You will see them in there, so feel free to check them out. And I also will email them out to the list as well, okay? So with all that said, like I said, I want to keep this very, very simple. I don't want to overcomplicate this. Too many people get into this and they just, it really makes them struggle. And like I said, you're going to learn as you go. You're going to learn what works, what doesn't work. So just kind of keep that in mind. There's not much to this. Like I said, imperfect action is better than no action, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is, I don't know why I have this tab open, but I'm going to use, most of you guys out there are aware that I have several sites. This is one of my sites. It's called handleanxiety.com. Most people know about this site that follow me, and they know I'm in the anxiety space as well. Now, this is my blog. Now, I usually write most of my own content. And here's all the articles right here. Now, this blog is doing pretty well. It's relatively, I think it's about 6 months to 7 months old. It is ranking on the first page of Google for certain search terms. I'm not going to get into that right now on this particular video. But with all that said, everybody kind of knows, just from following me that I am in this space. So along with some other spaces or niches and sites as well. So we're going to use this as an example. This is just how I'm going to do this. I'm going to format it. I'm going to do some simple keyword research on getting an article written for my Handle Anxiety site. Then I'm going to post it live, and you're going to see it all. And like I said, some of these videos might be they might be over a half hour. I'm not paying attention to I am paying attention to the time, but I want to give you guys as much information and value as I can. And I'm going to be doing a lot more tutorials on this channel, RJM Strata, okay? So with all that said, let's jump into this. Now, the first paid keyword tool that I use is KWFinder. This is a paid tool. Okay, now there is no affiliate links. I'm not trying to get anybody to sign up under me or anything like that. That's not what this is about. I'll go over the prices inside of here and show you guys how much it is. There are a ton of other paid tools out there. This is the one that I just personally like, and you know, everybody's got their own opinion about certain things, and you know, some people like this one right here, SEM Rush. Some people, they like that, and there's nothing wrong. They're both these probably. If I had to rank these two, I mean, there are some things I like about this, you know, SEM Rush versus KWFinder. But I mean, all in all, at the end of the day, you have to pick one that you feel comfortable with. And personally, I like KWFinder. So, you know, it's nothing against SEM Rush or anybody that uses SEM Rush. Like I said, this is just my personal preference. So let's jump into it. So here it is right here. Like I said, if you want to check this out, I don't even have an affiliate link. Just go up to Google and type in KWFinder and you'll see it right here. And we're going to log in. Well, actually, I'm not going to log in just yet because I want to show you the prices. Now, they did at one time, they used to have where you could use this tool for free. I don't think you can anymore. I'll try in a minute. But let's just go over some pricing here. And I'll show you the pricing because that's what everybody kind of always asks. Well, how much is it and where'd it go? Okay, where did it go? There it is. Okay. Now, my personal opinion on this is I think this software is very reasonable. Excuse me. They do have a monthly. Excuse me. I need a drink of water. Okay. Excuse me. So they do have a monthly plan. Okay. I pay yearly. I don't pay monthly. This is, you know, it's your option. You can either pay monthly or pay yearly. Okay. I will say that if you do choose to pay yearly, it works out to be cheaper per month. Okay. Now these prices right here, yeah, this is if you pay yearly, annually. So basically $229, you're going to get the basic package for $29.90 a month. That's if you pay yearly. So in other words, it's going to cost you $229. And I know a lot of people will, you know, feel that that's a little bit, you know, pricey. But like I said, it's entirely up to you. You do not have to use paid tools. There are some very good free tools out there as well. But like I said, once you really get into building websites or doing videos, YouTube videos, and you're doing keyword research, you're going to want to dig as deep as you can, and it's very, very important when it comes to SEO. And I'll get into some of that maybe in this video. I don't want to, like I said, I'm trying not to overcomplicate this. 29, and if you do decide to get this, just keep in mind that the smallest package right here, the basic, is plenty. You get, you know, you get 200 searches every 24 hours. It's plenty, okay? You do not need this $39 one. It's your choice, obviously, but I'm just throwing that out there. Now, if you do choose to pay monthly, you can just, you know, tick on annual or just tick the monthly. It's going to be more, you know, it's going to cost you more a month, okay? For the basic, it's going to be $49. Now, I don't think that's too bad. If you want to go that route, I do believe like SEM Rush, I want to say it's in the $70 range, but I'm not. Don't hold me to that. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm just kind of, you know, comparing. It's not all about the pricing. It's basically what you like to use and what is user friendly for you as well. Okay, so like I said, the price does go up when you do the monthly versus the annually. I personally just like to do annually. I like to get it out of the way. And that's just how I usually do things. So let's see here. Let's see if I can actually. There is a video right here that you feel free to watch. It's only 2 minutes long. I'm not going to open that up. But let's just do. I already have some. Let's do anxiety treatment. Let me see. I want to see if this will give me any searches for free. Register now. Register to get 5 searches per 24 hours, 7 days. Okay. So you can do this. It'll give you 5 searches per 24 hours if you create an account. So you can check it out for free, obviously. And I don't think it gives you too many keywords. I can't remember exactly how many keywords it gives you. It might give you like 15 or 20 keywords. But just kind of keep that in mind. If you create an account, you can, use it for free. Every 24 hours, you get 5 searches. So I just don't know how many keywords they give you. So let me log in. Enough babbling. Let me log in, and we will get into this. And it's actually going to take me right to anxiety treatment, isn't it? Yeah. Excuse me again. It did. Okay, which is fine. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, let me look on here. I just want to see what to target. There are a few other steps that I will go, into, but I don't want to get you confused on this video as far as finding keywords to go after, or how to find articles to write, what to write about. I generally will start with the keywords though. If I want to do something on anxiety treatment, I don't even know if I have anything on here. Let me see, because I always have the keywords in my title. Do I have anxiety? What is no panic attack? I don't even think I have that in here. So maybe I'll go after that, but I'm probably going to go after something in a more long tail form as far as anxiety treatment. Reason being is, you can see right here, here's the information that you get. It's saying right here, this is the ranking data as far as, is it going to be hard to rank for? Yes, it's going to be hard. It's 62 out of 100. The higher this number is, the harder it is to rank for. So what I really like about it is, it tells you the sites right here that are ranking for anxiety treatment, which is our seed keyword. It tells you the sites right here, okay? So you can actually go and look at the site. It tells you their domain authority, it tells you their page authority, their citation flow, which I'm not going to get into. We'll cover that in another video, as well as the trust flow. It tells you the number of external backlinks they have. Like this site only has 107. It's of course WebMD. This site has 3,000. Actually, yeah, because it has some ref domains in there too. This is Facebook shares. It tells you how many Facebook shares. The LPS is right here. This is the overall data on the ranking. And then it also tells you estimated visits per month, which is very important. So you can kind of get an idea of what your competition is. And you can actually, like I said, you can open up each one of these or whatever, and you can download these. There's so much that you can do with this tool. I would need probably 2 to 3 hours or 2 to 3 hour long video to show you exactly how much this tool actually does, especially when it comes to analyzing your competition and digging really deep into keywords. But like I said, for now, we're just going to keep this very simple. There is a filter over here. If you tick right here, click result filter, you can type in included keywords. Like, I'll show you that one right now. Let's just go back here. Okay, so my seed keyword, for example, is anxiety treatment. Now there's other keywords. It came up with broad matches. Okay, you can copy a clipboard right here, and I can actually, this little arrow with a 90-degree little arrow right here says search related keywords. Okay, so when I click that, it's just going to bring up related keywords. It's going to shrink my list down and basically bring up related keywords, closely related keywords to anxiety treatment. Now you can kind of reevaluate your list. I got 200 of them, I believe, here to look at. But to dig even deeper, if I want to have anxiety treatment in my keyword, okay, because here's what I do. I look for long-tail keywords. So I want to make sure that anxiety treatment, the seed keyword, is also in the long-tailed keyword. It just helps you rank for more keywords, because sometimes, eventually, once you start ranking for that long-tail keyword, you'll also start ranking for the seed keyword, okay? So if I would set this up and do anxiety treatment and then hit set filter, now what's going to show is anxiety treatment is going to be in every one of the keywords. So here you have social anxiety treatment. You have anxiety treatment centers. You have severe anxiety treatment. That's a good one right there. It only gets 867, but that's still good. That the competition is 55, so that's not bad. Anxiety treatment without medication. That's only 29. So that's going to be super. Look at that. Still, this is the kind of stuff that, like I was telling you, that really helps you go after some. I mean, look at the data here. It gets 1,311 searches a month, okay? And it's saying that it is, look at some of these domains over here. blog.bulletproof.com. They don't even, I mean, this one, you know, this one would be, to me, this one is super easy to go after, so I'm going to probably go after this keyword, okay? This is the kind of stuff that I want you to see, and you can see that it gets some decent searches, okay? So we're going to copy that. Let me open up just a clean notepad here, and we're going to put that in there. Now we know our seed key is just right here, anxiety treatment. I'm just being lazy today. Okay, so our seed keyword is anxiety treatment, and we're going to go after and get some content written for anxiety treatment without medication, okay? That'll fit on my blog with no problem because I do have natural remedies in here, and that's probably what the article is going to be. You know, they're going to go, that's probably what the article is going to have in it, is basically natural remedies, you know, because it's without medication. So gets a lot of searches. That's a good one. That's a perfect example. And you can scroll down here and get a bunch of other ones. So, and this is all it's given me because that's all it has with that's all it's coming up with the keyword actually in the. It just drops down off the charts, and then it's 86, 60, 165. So acute anxiety treatment, chronic anxiety treatment, social anxiety treatment, that's a good one. I think I already have an article on my site about that. But I think you get the point with this. I don't want to get too crazy and off topic. But like I said, you start out with a short, broad keyword. You know, you could also just do, let me reset the filter here. And then I could just do anxiety. And let me change this to United States. Okay. So we can just do anxiety. Okay. And obviously it gets searched a ton, but it's such a broad keyword that, you know, you don't want to, you want to kind of like do closely related. And then you can just come down here, and you would just simply find another one and, you know, go down the list and keep looking for longer tailed keywords. So it's pretty self-explanatory. And with this tool, there are a ton of tutorials, not only on YouTube, but inside they have a blog where you can go and get a ton of, you know, how-to videos. So like I said, there was I haven't figured out, I'm still learning this platform. So just kind of keep that in mind. Okay. So let's pop this one back up, and the reason I want to do this is because I just want to compare. I think I had this on anywhere. I don't want to mess up the and let's do that. Okay, and this one right here, anxiety. Let's see here. Let's see. Anxiety treatment without medication. Okay. Let me just reset this. Oh no, you did it again. So let's do that. Let's do that, and let's do that, and go like this, and reset the filter for some reason. Okay, there we go. Now it's back to where it was, which is right here, anxiety treatment without medication. And here's another good one, anxiety treatment medication. Now that doesn't really make sense, but you could basically, you know, have that word in another type of phrase, and it would get you the same volume. Okay. And is that one? That one's actually higher than this one. That's a good keyword, 29. That's like I said, you can really dig down and find some decent keywords. Okay. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to jump into a free tool. Now, this free tool is Google Ads tool. It's actually formerly known as Keyword Planner, Google Keyword Planner. What happened is Google made some changes. Now what you have to do is you have to actually, to use this tool, you have to create an AdSense account. Not AdSense, I'm sorry. You have to create a Google Ads account. Now it's very easy to do. Just go over to googleads.com. It's not AdWords anymore, but if you do type in AdWords by mistake, it'll take you to Google Ads and create an account. I don't know if you need a Gmail. I don't think you need a Gmail to do it, but if you do, it's not a big deal. Just create a Gmail account. So what you do is you go through the process. You set up a Google Ads account. Now, there is a free version of this tool. Let me show you here. Okay, here's the Keyword Planner tool right here that we're going to use. Now, there is a free version, okay? But what Google wants you to do is basically to get the very good version that I'm going to show you. See, I have accounts, I have campaigns down here, okay? Now, you don't have to really set up a campaign, but what they want you to do is they want you to input your payment information. So, you know, meaning a credit card or PayPal, or I can't remember. I think that's the only two options they give you, PayPal and credit card. So you don't have to do that. You can simply create a Google Ads account without putting your payment information in and log back in. Okay, when you get to that part, you just go, you know, just don't put any information in. You can still log into your Google Ads account, but what's going to happen is when you go to this tool, and if we do a search, you're not going to get certain features of it. And, you know, they cut a lot of it out. So they, you know, like I said, a lot of people, I'm not putting in my information. If you put your information in there and you just go through the process, you don't have to set up a campaign. I don't think you do. Don't hold me to that. I'm not 100% sure. But even if you do, you just go through the process, just go through the motions, and keep the campaign paused. You don't even have to make the campaign live. It's entirely up to you. You know, most people don't like to go through all that kind of problem or that trouble. So, like I said, it's your call. It just depends on what you want to use. There are, like I said, a ton of other free keyword tools out there, and I'll go over one more that's really that I actually like to use. And a lot of you might ask, you know, me. I've actually had people ask me, do you use two keyword tools? Well, yeah, I do actually. I use Google Ads Keyword Planner and I use KWFinder. The reason is I just like to compare data, and sometimes if I search the exact same keyword, I'll find like something in one and not the other, or vice versa. So it's just how I kind of do it. Doesn't really take too much more time. It's just what I do. Okay, so let's get into this and let's do, what did I start with? Anxiety treatment. Okay, so we're going to get started with this and see what it comes up with. Let's see here. Okay, now, oops. You can see right here, I don't pay attention to the volume too much. I look at the average monthly searches, okay? With the free version, if you don't create an account, well, if you don't actually put in your payment information, with the free version, it has like suggested searches or something. It doesn't give you the average monthly searches, okay? And I personally just, you know, you just don't get as much information out of it. And there's another thing that it doesn't do, and I'll show you exactly what that is in a minute. So let's go over to here. Let's just see how close they are, okay? Anxiety treatment right here. It says KWFinder is saying it gets 40,358. Anxiety treatment here, Google AdWords, actually, this is what you want to look at. This is the average monthly. The volume search, the monthly search volume is 49,000, and here it's 40,000. So they're pretty close, okay? They're pretty close. Now, with Google Ads Keyword Planner, I generally look at the average. That's just what I look at. I think this is a little bit more closer to what it's getting. You know, I mean, the numbers aren't going to be perfect, so just kind of keep that in mind. No one keyword tool is going to have the same searches, and actually, this is just to give you a general idea of how many people are actually searching for that particular keyword. Now, inside of here, like I said, what I like to do is there's a ton of things you can do inside of here too. So, how many keywords did it give me right here? It gave me 1,175. Now, that is broad. So that means when I say broad, what was that keyword right there? Anxiety disorder treatment, 12,000. That's a good one right there. 4,000 average month. This is a very good tool too, because it gives you can see right here the monthly searches for anxiety disorder treatment. It gives you all these average monthly searches, and it really does a lot as far as getting you the information and data. They've really improved this. A lot of people don't like it. I don't mind it. And this is what I do as far as setting a filter. I'll add show closely related ideas. So what it's going to do, it's going to actually just give ideas on anxiety treatment. So if you tick that, it's going to come back over here, and it's going to shrink the list down, okay? So we're not going to have 1,075. How many do we have now? We have, let me see here. What's it, 75? Okay, yeah. 75 keywords, okay? So it shrunk it. It actually got rid of about 950 keywords, okay? Because what it did is it basically did the same thing as KWFinder did over here. It took, when I set the filter for anxiety treatment, and that's basically what it did. But it will come up with different ideas. So that's what I was saying, okay? So there's social anxiety, and let's see if what was the keyword we went for? Anxiety treatment without medication. Let's see if that is in here. There it is right there. Okay. So there's the keyword. Like I said, when I hit socially or closely searched or closely related searched, I can't speak today. I apologize. And I do my videos uncut, unscripted, so what you see is what you get. So when I did that with the filter on Google Ads Keyword Planner here, it basically did the same thing. So here it is right here. Anxiety treatment without medication. 1,600 is the volume, and you can see over here what it was. It was 1,300. So they're really, really close. Let me look at the competition. 29. Let's see if it's low over here. Without it says medium, so that's fine. That's still good and low. And actually, it gave me some more keywords. So I mean, and that's what I was saying. It's always good to kind of use both tools. I do like Google Ads. I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't. This is actually good enough. You do not need to go spend a ton of money on a keyword tool. There are good free ones out there. I would personally rather use, if I was going to go any route and I was on a budget, I would create a Google Ads account, and actually, to me, just enter your payment information or whatever, create a campaign, pause the campaign, and then you got a really good keyword tool, okay? You can export these and do whatever. I really like it. Like I said, you can add the filters right here. You can do broad, close. I mean, it's average. It does a lot. They really improved it. It used to not be the greatest, but I'll tell you what, over the last couple years, they really, really made it a really great tool for getting data on any kind of keywords out there, okay? So I think I've babbled long enough about keywords with Google Ads and KWFinder. Now, another good tool out there is, and some of you might have heard of it, Uber Suggests. This Neil Patel is the creator and owner of this keyword tool. And I do like this tool as well because, like I said, it just gives you different, no, I don't want to take the quiz, Neil. It gives you different ideas. So as you can, oh, there's anxiety treatment right there. Yes, it's spelled right. It gives you really just different ideas, and it doesn't take long to just to throw in a keyword and just kind of pick out, what I like about Uber Suggest is it gives you some very, very long-tailed keywords. And it'll give you really long-tailed keywords that you can use like inside your article. So you might have your main keyword that you're going for, like anxiety treatment without medication, right? So you're going for that keyword. Throughout the article, you could use this tool to come up with different things to write about and sprinkle that keyword in there, just, in a paragraph, 2 paragraphs about, I'll show you, but I think you understand. And then what happens is, number one, it's easier to create more content, okay? So you can get 1,000-word articles simple by doing that. A lot of people struggle with the idea of, well, how can I come up with, all this content? And this is kind of a way you can do that. So you can see right here, some of these keywords, let's view them all. It's going to take me to a different view. But what it did is it created a ton of, and it does the same thing. It tells you over here, he's got it broken down to where it tells you what sites are ranking for, and your competitive chance to rank for it is up here. So you can kind of see all that. I don't think there's a paid version of this. I'm not 100% sure, but don't hold me to that. I'm not 100% sure. But you can kind of see, let's see, keyword ideas. Here's something, like I said, interesting. Anxiety treatment at home, anxiety treatment at medication, anxiety treatment without medications. There it is right there. Volume 1,000. That's pretty close. It's a couple hundred off of the other 2 tools. But like I said, it's there. I mean, there's 95 of these keywords, okay? So there are a ton of anxiety treatment during pregnancy. There are a ton of keywords. And like I said, this gives you a totally different look. This is a very good tool to use as well. It's 100% free, and it doesn't cost you any money. And I like this tool. It says medium right here with anxiety treatment as the seed keyword, and that's pretty much what the other one said. And it's got the volume 22,000. It's right on the money. What's that going to do? Let me see here. Okay, I see what it did. It just showed. It took that keyword and left it in the title. Anxiety treatment near me. And like I said, it's free, so you can play around with it, and it's a great resource to have as a free tool. There's nothing wrong with these free keyword tools. It's just when you get really into it, sometimes it's really good to have a paid tool where you can dig down and really see your competition. But in all reality, there's nothing wrong with some of these free tools that are out there. So just kind of keep that in mind. Don't get hung up on this too much. I know I got way off topic here, but like I said, don't get hung up on it too much. Let me get that out of the way. It's not that big of a deal, okay? So with all that said, if you have any questions, just leave some comments down below on YouTube, and in the Facebook group, you guys know how to get a hold of me. So that's pretty much all I got. I went over a half hour. I apologize. I got a little bit, I went on and on. So hang in there, guys. Keep moving forward, and I will show you, like I said, I'll see you in the next video. I'm going to basically do outsourcing the content, showing you how to get the content written, how I go about outsourcing it. There are a bunch of different ways out there. So never be afraid to have to, think that you have to be a writer to create a blog or anything like that. It's very affordable. Even if you have a low budget, you can still get by. There are a ton of different ways, as you've seen in the group with some of the other ideas I showed you in the past. Okay, so with all that said, I hope you guys have a great day or night, depending on what time you are watching this. Take care. Have a good one. Bye.